usually my time was spent with a photographer. So it was just a two-man cruise, me and then him. And in the bigger cruise, like for Good Morning America, you had a photographer, a sound man, a producer, and then me. And so the producer would stand over your back, really basically behind you, and as you asked questions to somebody, she would ask for clarification. And so sometimes that was a nuisance. It took a little while to get used to that, but she was always trying to rush the subject up for time. So if a person took too much time answering a question, she would say, "Now, that's good, but rush that up. You know, let's see if we can say that faster." Because she was always conscious about time. You only had, you know, at the most for a Good Morning America piece, we had about 3.5 minutes. And I remember the Secret Service guy put his hand up on the wall and he pushed it, and the wall opened up and it was a door. And we walked through that door, and Ronald Reagan was sitting 6 feet from me to the left, next to the fireplace in the Oval Office. And so I'm in there and I'm shooting some video. And back in that day, you had to do a white card, and you had to balance the color. The color temperature inside the Oval Office is great because they have these, it has a recessed concave ceiling, and in the lip, it's got daylight balanced light. So everything in there is even. The lighting inside the Oval Office is even. And so we're in there, and one of the guys introduces me to the president, and I just asked for a quick statement, and he said something like, Nancy and I we have a soft place in our heart for the folks and I went, and he goes, "Monroe." And so we had our sound bite, and then basically after that, the Secret Service guys came over again and got me by my elbows, and they led me out of the Oval Office, and I shot all the way out, and we went out back down that corridor, and we were done. So in my day when I started out, I had news directors, particularly one, Earl Casey, who helped Ted Turner start CNN and was with them for like 35 years. And Earl was a stickler for balance. Don't come in here with just that person's interview. If you can't get the other person's interview, then we don't run the story. And of course, then the question becomes, well, are you going to be first? Because every news organization wants to be first. But being first and accurate is the key. First is only part of it. In order to be a journalist, you've got to be curious. You have to have a natural curiosity about the world around you and about your community and about different things. It can't be just the things that you want to highlight, because you'll have to go out and cover a school board meeting or a Metro Council meeting or something like that, and it's boring as all get out. But at the end of it, these are talking about real issues that affect real lives and laws that affect us going forward and affect every generation as it comes. So it is important. So some people just want to be on TV, and some people want to be real journalists, and I prefer to be the real journalist.